sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambule muna aduo, una cabo and kusheo. Ecko Media Online TV.com, ya so far we allo. We dey connect every voice any side where you dey let na home and a brother. Bringing development, Ecko Media we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize and inform everyone. Hey, we get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get. The money sessions, Ecko Morning Show. We dey blink am to you. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. Independent media house, we dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. You like you dey home and abroad, we dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about wetin dey happen. Now we country salon, we dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We also dey talk about wetin dey happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people. Religious discussions, newspaper review, we go bring all the hot topics where you want for no now. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. Independent media house, we dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. You like you dey home and abroad, we dey so and we dey strong. Me fambulem, if you want for continue for enjoy Ecko Media TV, you go visit we on we social media handles them. We dey on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Indeed, you go get me on with Facebook and with YouTube page. The program now Ecko Morning Show. Good morning and welcome to the second edition of the program where they come to you every Monday through Friday. Through the print their way they watch with through me. Your name now Elizabeth Skefwe Gembe. As Sierra Leone, they host a big alleged where they come out from African countries when are ECOWAS community. Well, plenty thank you to the president that we have. A visionary president, a president that knows what he's doing, a president that loves Sierra Leone. Well, today we we talk mostly about ECOWAS. We all don't see how the nation, the geared up, the nation they prepared for host heads of states in the country. Well, it gets a mixed feeling of Sierra Leoneans. Some man they say the money where the country they use it's too heleba. Some they even try for just opposing to that of the OAU. The one that will be done born by them, we been get sense. They say during the OAU time, heleba money been spent where it waste the country economy. This morning, we can forget the two segments. The first segment, we will get the Minister of Information inside the studio. We can talk to we about the ECOWAS summit, the preparation where they don't make and how the country, within the country they expect before and after. And how indeed, in information minister, we can't tell you how the security system is in place because of recent, we hear bad belly people then they come and talk, say, they will come for disrupts because they hate the nation. But, you know, the minister can say, Salon, big pass we all. And we self now, Ecko Media can say, I am living and loving Sierra Leone. So if you live inside Salon, you for left Salon. If you know, say, Salon are the biggest country, big pass we all. This morning, minister will come and talk to you. All know, say, now in charge of information and civic education, where they tell the public waiting they go on, where they inform we about good things in the country. The one way bad, they can't talk, and the one way good, they also talk, and you know, not fear man. But at the same time, he says the truth and speak it to the people of Sierra Leone. In name, Chernor. But we go come and talk to we. We go straight into the program as we take few commercial break. Where we come, we go welcome we guests inside the studio. Good morning again.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet all.
Free money, no sonko sonko. Free money, no sonko sonko.
All right, welcome back. The program now, Ecko Morning Show. Inside the studio, we're just only joined by the Minister of Information and Civic Education. We come and talk to we about the ECOWAS Summit, preparations, the way forward, and waiting salonge for benefits for this from this ECOWAS Summit. Like I say in my introduction, Sierra Leoneans they cry say heleba money na in get for be spent on this. Some they even make mention say the OAU 90 repeat himself as boku boku in the camp. Before we get the Minister of Information inside the studio, we've been get for do a vox pop. This vox pop we go play to the minister before we start the program. But before that, good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show, Mr. Minister.
First of all, make a congratulate on the improved setup. As you say, Ecko Media don't transition from the phone them to state-of-the-art 4K equipment where they're all over the studio, the light system, na any modern studio. Myself, what they see on a screen, I look better. So, person can they look better, but more importantly, I think the people that will follow now, they get higher quality because of the work I don't do. So, congratulations, you're a great entrepreneur, and we continue to appreciate the fact that you make a good contribution to the media space. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for the commendation. Minister, we there for talk about the ECOWAS Summit, and this, to the lips of Sierra Leoneans, then, it came with mixed feelings. However, before we go into the show, we want for quickly play your Vox Pop. Then from the Vox Pop, we will go into with questions.
The government of Sierra Leone is hosting the 69th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Summit at the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center in Lunge. The high-level summit is expected to bring together West African leaders to discuss regional peace building, security, economic cooperation and development. Ecko Media visited the streets of Freetown to hear from ordinary citizens about their expectation, opinion and hope for the gathering. Here are the views of citizens.
Well, ECOWAS, they don't check first. How much money they don't come at this country? How much development activities we would expect from you? We don't get at this country, you understand it? We don't get the meat, you understand it? Then ECOWAS or ECOMOG, they say them, they come at this country. Like them, what thing we get for, like, write home about, you understand it? To them, for them come at this country. Okay, number one, we don't get good water facility at this country. Check around by the building every day around you right now. Some of them at the council, some of them at some of those small institutions they have. So check inside the places they are almost building the access water. You understand it? Okay, not talk about sanitation. Okay, not talk about infrastructure. Look like the gutter, don't gutter that in the block. You understand it? Within the camp. Okay, go around, they look no sanitation. You get to the reading at the waiting you call. You understand it? Some of them things then they okay look like electricity, light. Well, if we know like for more born at this country, but a light issue no more. Totally light issue no so. You understand it? Okay, in case some people when they come, they put a council, they permit big station, then big meeting, one blackout go automatically. Some of them go follow, some of them go one board at the table, some of them go say, hey, what's happening? What's a faithful campaign? This country na country then we don't do for war. And now some of you understand it? Try for make a fine ECOWAS scout in the Nigerian, Guinean, and the Ghanaian military they can this country for comfort for stabilize this country from that what they done. They turn down at this country. You understand it? Then they give back out. How them will feel? There is nothing to write home about in this country, my sisters.
Well, we feel good because an organization we seek the interest of the 16 African countries in West Africa.
You can say that a good thing for the country and a good edition with President Leone carry it, and we embrace them. And how they embrace them, and also job creation for them, for to man them, and the country as large. We know say when the host stand here, and they tell President, you say let him create job creation for the people them. We need water facility, we need light facility in the country. Let's sustain.
All right, Minister, that's not the views of Sierra Leoneans. Before we host you, we go on the streets of it, and there is so much, but we look at just those two. Three, we'll bring on to you. Before we go, how is preparation for the ECOWAS summit?
Well, thanks again for having me. We don't plan the ECOWAS summit since His Excellency became the chair. From where they make and chair, this is not the media summit about a year ago. His Excellency don't know say Salonga for host. So about 6 months ago, we start to get intense meetings chaired mostly by the Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, but everybody involved. The Honorable Vice Presidents can come in a lot of those meetings, provide oversight. In fact, I think every month we meet with His Excellency the President. We get different pillar leads across different sectors on security, on health, on information and public engagement, on communications, on technology, on logistics, operations, roads, everything. And I can tell you, say, the summit don't start now today, now the third day of the summit. All that plan we don't put in place so far, alhamdulillah. Everything the work makes Salon proud. And at the goal and the President in simple task we give is when I get for do everything for make less Salon proud. I see somebody that talks say, yeah, them in Sabi with ready for war. ECOWAS king Kaya, them be used for Kaya, but our mission them be the same because we be there in war. We then can in a good hotel, we then come, then they under coffee, we then can they under motorcade, we they protect them, all them things and they. But we they welcome them back to Sierra Leone where freedom lives. Now the tagline and they will use for the ECOWAS conference because we want to tap into the history of Sierra Leone, the province of freedom, a place of freedom, but also the politics and the democracy of Sierra Leone, a place of true freedom. New media houses coming up every day. Nobody needs everything for the waiting for talk. It's a free society. We don't eliminate criminal libel. We don't eliminate the death penalty. We don't open women's empowerment. We don't open free speech. Now, President Bio in record is about freedom. In this country itself, the capital city named Freetown. So now that day we wanted the experience. What he mean? The warmth. President Bio says Sierra Leone can be experienced through its spirit. It's a Salonga spirit, and that spirit is now of freedom, of resilience, and of warmth. And I can tell you, say, when you go around the ECOWAS delegate, then and they arrive, first of all, in the past 2 days, now be more of the technical people. Today, the ministers, in fact, from last night, ministers will be arrived. Then they experience the magic of Sierra Leone hospitality. People that know we for that. Say we are hospitable people, and all that prep, all that work we don't they do across the board, across every of my colleagues, MDAs, and all that, we see the results of that for the country.
All right, security-wise, you say people they know they come, the technocrats then be done day. Now we they get the ministers then we don't begin flooding yesterday. So the ordinary citizen where they watch you out there, how secure is the country right now?
I think a few weeks ago, the International Peace Index come out. Salona the second most peaceful country. A lot of people not can appreciate what we get in Salona. Only country they rate higher than we in terms of peace and stability in the entire sub-region, Gambia. Even in the neck. We are one of the most peaceful places on the face of the earth. Crime levels are low and controlled. The security situation. The leader of this country is a former military general. He understands security. Don't put in place the measures. We get a competent national security architecture. The head of the police, the head of the military, the head of the intelligence services. Like I say, for months, they don't work up for lead up to this moment. And we are confident for two reasons. because of that system that we in place, where they work. We don't work for the people of this country, but also because, to be honest, when you talk to the ordinary Sierra Leonean, they're very proud. Say the country they host ECOWAS. And so the ordinary Salomon self now they lead the security. And they say, no, they allow the person out sonko at this business. Because we country they can at the global stage. And the world they can't. So we are people that we hospitable. You know, we Mende culture, I think maybe to share some culture on me on mama side. We would say a stranger we come. The good room na the house, the beginning the public commodity, the stranger they can.
The best fall.
As stranger can the fall in danger. Capture the fall. We the full man there. We stranger can one goat or sheep or cow if or die. Because we lack for show warmth and generosity. And I think that spirit there, and the people of Salon they take. We all want for let this ECOWAS thing come up fine. Let nothing. You see that person in the world, you say, let not be say something happen, let lights go, because I will all go be embarrassed. But I will tell you, the steps that we don't put in place. With confidence say the country secure, the country peaceful, and the people of Salud they join we for deliver a historic conference.
We hear about Bele people they been calm na media, then they send some audios all over the place. Any plans for Lona make sure say that not happen?
Look, we're a free society. I make you say where freedom lives. People can talk. Obviously within the rules of the country, the laws of the country. But part of within the security architecture don't they think of na then kind concern, and they say, of course, you can be peaceful and everything, but you always can get one or two bad apples. We will isolate the apple the day, we get the support of the community and the security apparatus able for infiltrate, disrupt, stop anybody will think of something bad before they even start. So we believe say the situation under control, people and for believe, but also like give a clear request, plea to the people of this country. If you see something, we're going to say would threaten the security of the country. If you hear something, you get a duty, you get a civic duty. Or pick up the phone, call the police, call the security, text we 818 and say, hey, them people are the one can pull sonko kanaya and we not for allow the one in there, because this is not about Salon. This is a moment of national pride. This is a moment we all for take glory say, we. Now, we talk to some people that will put the video out today. Ordinary carpenter, keke rider, I say, I mean the host so. Me say, me na salon man, me na host. Because salon the host, you na salon person, you the host the entire sub-region. We tell President you plenty thank you for that we don't do for you.
Pride for hosts this particular big alleged then as something we Sierra Leoneans they're really happy about, as you read that gentleman gets in your fear. But it comes with a lot of responsibility where the ordinary Sierra Leonean they look at and say, na hell money on governments don't use. So as a minister sitting here, you can give that donation of the figure actually where Salon don't spend and the one way development partners then can with, and probably the one way come on the coffers of the nation.
So yesterday I've been in one station, we want me brother say we spend 86 million for host separate from the facility. No. This government don't spend less for hosts these world leaders at this country than most. For example, I've been purposeful. We've been host some big conference now.
Sure.
We will not be heads of state too. Waiting we spend for do that in more than within the government of Sierra Leone don't spend. ECOWAS don't cover big chunk of their own cost and the cost associated with this. The one big thing with the country for don't spend on the infrastructure, because at the time we even make this commitment, we're not going to get the state-of-the-art facility for host world leaders, for letting them sleep here, for letting them get them villa and all that. What do we do? Instead of go na the states in money and say, go pull the money there, we work with private sector. We say, now an opportunity for more investors. Keep in mind, the goal of any government is to attract investors, right? If an investor, because this conference may happen, but this investor go can say, I can build 4-star hotel, conference, all man the gladi. So now the government do. We go find investor, say, Carlo can partner. In fact, we do it in a way, the investor, they bill him, he use them for a certain period of time, we don't make him money, he give the country that we get him. It's a brilliant investment. That investor, the total value of the investment day now, I've been announcing at some point, maybe 6 million, but We add residential villas and everything, it comes to about $124 million. Not to the country money, not to, the common away account. This, we always do, we guarantee the money for let the investor get them. But keep in mind, the bank, if we assess that loan day, if we assess why the investor instead of putting your money, because he believes this is not a good investment, and he believes he get for making money over time. That's why. What we pull at the accounts? We go to like security people, the way they show the motor car them, the support who supports, for example, the comms, the PR, media, when I really cover the one who do live stream, the one that they when a standard cost we will do for the host Civic Festival, for the host any other event. And the country manage this cost so much. If you take as a percentage of the budget, it's less than 0.001.
In that case, that's less than 0.001 for the public, because this all 90 creates fear into the Sierra Leonean populace. When you say a less than, then go on know the figure.
Yes,
Others
so
then they say 200 and something. Now you're saying one less than this.
No.
Give
the
give
total
us,
cost
yes.
with the common at the state coffers for CAM, because they still they spend in the new areas. For example, they make for support the ferry, for Bila up, for like I say, the transport motor car for fixed the security apparatus or put in place all the measures we don't put in place. So all land it did less than $10 million. Now it costs the country.
Okay.
Less than that. And the last thing we maybe with the Ministry of Finance, they may not cap onto about $7 million. But I know always there's going to be supplementary. So I want to make sure I be protected. I make I say less than $10 million. Now, we can compare this with what happened in 1980, because we put out frequently asked questions yesterday, and we agree say it is reasonable for us. It's not a comparison to OAU, because OAU they spend more money, and many people believe say that after OAU, now in the country economic collapse. This is not the judgment of history.
Sure.
Historians, economists say OAU now destroy the Salon economy. Now, OAU, IGR did a brilliant analysis. I told a publisher.
Yes.
Then spend 50% of the country in development budget. If you take the cost we then spend, the entire cost of it, if you put that cost you adjust them for inflation, like today, like say you can spend up to close to $1 billion US.
Correct.
Nine them almost put into that. 800 and something million. And then put into that.
Nigeria is saying I have 200 million
equivalent actual spend, but when you approximate, you take her in today's value, because 200 million today to 200 million now, it's about 801 million. I mean, I say close to 1 billion, right? Dollar. Then that be about 20% of the country in GDP, and then basically invade the state's coffers, the treasury. Then pull the money there against the advice of the young bank governor, against the advice of the IMF, against the advice of the World Bank. All them people and they say, if they do this, we pull out on a country, not get the capacity. Somebody tell you yesterday, well, them build road, them build this. No, you could have had 50 more roads with that money if the economy be stable. If you don't, if we don't do free quality education, if we don't move away from that, healthcare, for the far ahead. But from that step they will then take, they basically collapse the economy. Now, compare. We get a stable economy. Basically, this in favor, like I say, one small event will be organized on the side because we don't find innovative ways. The major investments, where by the way, not all money they come, but we not guarantee, is about 1.5% of GDP. The about 124 million we then use for the build the conference center, but we not so we hand the money they come, we just guarantee that money there. And if you get that money, they go back to 1980, it will be about 30 million in 1980 value. And anybody can Google this, you can check, you can factorize this. So we will deliver we own primarily through a public-private partnership model, then deliver the own fully through the states, collapse the economy, against the advice of the bank governor, against the advice of the IMF, against the advice of the World Bank. Just last month, IMF don't make additional disbursements to Sierra Leone. with a very good standing in the program. The economy is stable. We don't manage the inflation rate. The dollar exchange rates don't be one line since 3 years now. From when we came into government, the line don't be stable. We don't maintain a balance of the economy. We don't continue for reduce we reliance on foreign aid and debt servicing. The amounts don't go down, don't continue for go down progressively. We don't increase and continue for increase social spending. For example, when APC did this, they had to cut a lot of other social spending. I make by the 80s, 84, 85, 86, by 86 to so President Momo actually declared the state a failure. Because they had to basically, they say the thief from Peter for people and thief from the people of this country. Take away from social spending, education, healthcare, all lengthen a day, so then go do this conference. Now the opposite, we they maintain with social spending, we they maintain education spending, we they maintain healthcare. But we still know say every country, and that side I will give President Shaka Stevens credit for. Every country want for show up on the global stage. You want to get respect. You want to let your company say let them come to you. But you for do them only in the way we President build it one. With fiscal responsibility. For not put your country on the verge of economic collapse. For not destroy your economy. For not take from the people of the country. Then social areas of spending, education, healthcare, agriculture. If I would double down on that, so we do this by in a very fiscally prudent manner, and the people of Sierra Leone for rest assured that this not even in the same category as what may happen during the OAU.
With this money where you say the commoner we country in coffers, Mr. Minister, from the example where they give from the 1980, if he say this also, this specific money go maybe make MDAs then go struggle a little bit for setting up now then fits back after the summit.
So think about it as this is an investment. It is a smart investment. You put this money, all them people here can, then can they spend, and they pay for hotels, and they pay, and you just give them free, okay. And they pay. They're spending money to the economy, and they hire people. They don't hire plenty of people for do this work. And they spend money into tourism, and they do tourist activity. All that money they go back into taxes, they increase revenue, right? The flights when they come, more flights they cancel, or more of the flights they full up. Anybody buy tickets, they come back inside the country. So now an investment back into the economy. And what you go see, say, at the end of the day, we just calculate the return of the country they get from that money. Many economists will tell you, say, it's even way more than what we put directly from the coffers. And this is not only in the short term. In the long term, we don't get a state-of-the-art conference facility. This becomes a conference destination, a tourism destination. We can go back to international conference. I don't get the privilege for serve plenty internationally. We go to a meeting and say, oh, next host one put up one man, they look you by the eye, say, salute, I don't get the facility, I don't get this. That's no longer the case. For Star Hotel, I don't get you can get a conference, you can for the day and go back. And some states could do that. So what's in that mean? You're able to get more tourism resources. Tourism, some countries, the entire economy that tourism is reliant on. It puts money into the pocket of it. It help for hire people. It help for increase with profile. When they mention your country, Boku people, Salon people can talk inside and go to the world where Salon people are not Boku. They look there, think, say, what two people in our country? Oh, Mohamed Kalon. So man don't know say just the importance of get one player within the world. It help you in ways we don't think of. Like we host a summit like this and do them successfully. Anytime we go to the sub-region, we talk something. So, yes, sir, they have some nice facilities. So, that small person here in family will decide, say, this holiday, I will discover, sir. We buy that ticket, we get money. We reach here, we get money. We come inside the country, we get money. We pay hotel, we get money. We go to a resort, we get money. We buy transport, we pay transport, we get money. We go to a restaurant, we get money. That's how the economy they do. So, this is an investment in the economic future of the country. And the country will get way more than that little drop where the country don't put. Host this for your respect and for your dignity. So I don't even talk about what's in the mean for we now internationally. We cannot host ECOWAS. What's in that they get for mean for we. Many Sierra Leoneans want for work in international institutions. Just the respect we get now. The help for make more jobs for people the way they come back to money in the country. The help for increase the country in cloud. So this Now, a prudent investment where the country they get a lot of other returns.
Job creation na one big thing where Sierra Leoneans then they yarn for make them see or make them get inside this summit here. You go tell the nation how many jobs then these summits they create?
I'm not able to tell you 100% how many jobs the summit directly they create, because I don't want to mislead the public. You know, say I can try for I'll not mislead. But as I say, just with the hotels, for let them operate, they don't have to hire a lot of staff. The new facility system, hundreds of new people. Yesterday, short-term jobs in terms of just like cleaning, security, all that. Yesterday, we did a meeting, one of the leaders, and say, in no more on your own, they hire up to 250 people for manage security situation, for example, Nalunge, for mobilize young people. If you go, the entire area from Lunge to Bintumani, it's a works yard. These are jobs. Now people in short-term jobs, some of them go transform into long-term jobs and all that, you know. The people who do decoration, the people who do food, the people who do, no one company will do this. They don't come, they don't form different groups and then tourism groups, and they don't come together. And so this now an investment, people they get short-term benefits, they constantly get medium and long-term benefits. But now part of President Bio commitment for do youth employment in the country, and for make sure say inshallah some job that they will transition to long-term jobs people rely on.
Mr. Minister, when you look at information, that's not your job. But again, Salomon, the bad now they sell fast. The good, they sell up.
All over the world, not to Salon no more.
Well, we they talk on Salon right now. So, how wanna they make sure say, wanna disseminate this message of ECOWAS to the whole village, me and see where they na Kubolea, where they mafoki, for let able know the presence of the individuals here, be felt and be listened, or let them get the direct information.
I want to tell you thank you for that question. That's a brilliant question. In the last meeting we'll get with His Excellency, one of the meetings last week, it definitely give you that challenge. You see, we cannot let this be just we will go school the elites there. I make we don't count this say now we the host. Not to one person the host. The whole country, we all the host. And we all the host this country, right? And His Excellency don't say, in one let the people enforce from Eastern, say to Makeni, say to Falaba, say to Bon. So you see, we all the way north, we don't count all the way south. In one let the entire country, let them experience ECOWAS. So what you go see we don't do over the past few days, and by the end of this week and after, we make sure say we carry this message of ECOWAS all across the country. You will see more videos. We don't do jingles, we don't do the cartoon as well. Short videos where they play in between the sessions, of course, let people experience with the ECOWAS. We do more educational videos, the civic education perspective. What's the ECOWAS mean? What he do? What's the ECOWAS don't do, Nasala? Because people in the act, I hear somebody that what's the ECOWAS don't do? If we talk about ECOWAS, if we open ECOWAS book na me go sleep without ECOWAS na this country. So we need people to understand that, and therefore also feel the joy, the pride of say, now we the host. The country don't come back to that point stay we the host we do it responsibly. And the important parts and we do them with them also. We they put now you will see billboards and banners and they go all across the country right now. You will see more community engagements. We they engage more of we spokespeople across the country. Or give them small, let them say go on stations, them talk about what's in the happen. But we get a robust team, will be led by the ministry as the chair, but include we press secretary and in team, the State House Communications team. Include also support from the Ministry of Communication, support from the Ministry of Tourism. We work as one. We get an integrated team now, and we follow the leader in call for make sure say the people of this country know the details. On a daily basis, you will see short video come on, you will see audio come on, you will translate into different languages, will they push them back. And then it go into deep gear, because from Monday, Sunday, when it starts to today, and the technical people there, call them admin and finance. And they like explain, say, you have to explain all the details.
I know, right?
But from today now, and tomorrow, today the minister then they arrived, and then get the ministerial mediation council first in the meets. So then the first, we don't begin going on to see people explain, talk to ministers, them do interviews with them, what he mean, and then see the day. So we'll see a lot of more packages coming. And then the day after, you will see the foreign ministers, development ministers, and get meeting defense ministers are here. We get some much more high level. We will see more and more work in that public engagement. And then, of course, on the 18th, Elizabeth, you said for the day, the country, they get one of the proudest moments. We they go open the first state-of-the-art, I think, convention center, the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center in Alunge.
Wow.
His Excellency, they go unveil them for say, hey, this country, we can produce this. But not just that, ECOWAS, for the first time, they get a major facility in Sierra Leone who don't oversee the development of the ECOWAS logistics depot. This means the ECOWAS they able to store things in Asaloya, where if problem happen any side, even here, God forbid, they able to mobilize, take incidentally, immediately and respond. And because we located very well on the coast, easy for letting kaya, easy for letting mobilize, take up, we will not be able to take advantage of that. So President Bede will also open that logistic depot there, and keep in mind it's 50 years of ECOWAS. So now a huge moment than they will try as best as possible a statutory meeting. People then contact me, say, Mr. Minister, they get pass. Well, this is not so for pass, because if you know to media, if you know to even government ministers, each ECOWAS head of state, you get access for being 3 of in top level staff. That's it. All now, either in a chaperone for other heads of state, even now they get in the inside for 20 minutes for commando, because they get for talk to themselves at that level. So one for let people understand with we say this not some kind of open meeting where all man they call me say I want invitation. I want pass.
Then the next question will be one ask, because even we now the media also see a very senior blogger reach out and ask if they don't begin give out the media pass. No, but unfortunately I tell and say me not to that person for ask. Let ask the right.
Oh, you're very connected. I made an
no. The thing is, when you're there in the media and the pieces until you don't get you, and that is why. But Minister, before we try for go, as time we try for wrap up, there are a few questions where Sierra Leoneans they really they ponder about this, even though it is about ECOWAS, but the former president in Kanwan.
Okay, let's just do the media one, because the country very important. Now. So all the media, the press secretary, they in charge of media accreditation.
Okay.
They work closely with the ministry. If any media house there, when a prominent media, we not don't get any pass, because over the 1 week period, our ambition was to let as many media houses get accreditation, but each accreditation would begin for the day or for the session.
Okay.
So we create what we call a pool service. So if Ecko Media now on day today, where they represent this kind of media house, so say that on 2, we will get pass for camp cover that event day. Tomorrow, we give the pass to Truth Media and somebody else. So, but by the end of it, at least a good number of people will feel say at least we experience some of ECOWAS. And the system and the way the press sector team come up with, where we serve to support them for those. So that system they
so when Sierra Leoneans or when media houses will begin to see this,
if we don't already start,
okay,
and I go engage them again for let we do for let make that process a little bit more transparent, so now all will see a full picture of it.
All right, now the former president in Kanwan is something within at the lips of Sierra Leoneans then, and everybody's yearning for it. How is waiting at the status right now?
Look, on the question of the former presidents, two important things will for set the scene on. Number one, he been get a case for answer. He been apply for bail on medical grounds, and he been left the country for go. Any other developments, whether specifically on the case, now the Attorney General will make the announcement, because this is simply a matter of the prosecutor and in discretion on what happens with the case. So we'll wait and see what the Attorney General will do. Which I will tell you now that His Excellency, now a man of peace, now a man of cohesion, now a man where at any point in your life where moments don't come for let's choose this country and choose the bigger picture or choose an ego. You don't always choose the country and the bigger picture. As a young man, he choose for be a military man for defend this country. Instead of he go college, he decide for go fight for me and you, for let we get peace. He choose for fight for democracy, even when he come into the government. He start the peace process. Now he hand over democracy, serve for only 3 months, unheard of for any military ruler at this continent. Most of them changed clothes. They stay in power. He didn't do that. He conducted election and left. You see, a lot of the people that we don't either attack over the years, we don't fit time when I've been so-called opponents them, we don't bring the all come back. This is not a man of peace. And when you go back in the media, they pay attention to what they say, call for let the country come together. And then I don't tell you now, I'll say the town hall na Makeni, President Bio na pick, he said, go Makeni. This is a very smart man.
Was there any
think
to it?
50 steps ahead. But he wants to bring the country together.
Okay.
This has always been his ambition. What do you do to unite this country? So, look, I know they preempt what he do, what he not do, what he for Apple the case, but me go just tell the people of this country, say, ultimately, if any leader they we get the capacity for look bigger picture, for transcend partisan issue, for transcend even hurt. On one side, me no say President Bio. On one side, which me don't see and observe from in life, from in history, he always gets on her eye for be a statesman, for be a possibly which man they call magnanimous. He gets a very big heart. And as a global leader, with ECOWAS coming and everything like that, at the scene and say, oh, conversations they go on here, I see parliament, they talk this and all that. All I would tell people of this country is that you get a leader when a great man. We always choose peace, we choose unity, we choose cohesion. And I will left at that.
Mr. Minister, this will be my last question. Sierra Leoneans really go wonder if under the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, being a peaceful man, or maybe use this opportunity before he left power, let the bill be passed in Parliament.
Which bill?
That any former president no go be ever charged. You know, if he said that could be a very peaceful.
No, I think so that it would be a dangerous bill. Because what if a former president shoots person in a street? We will still not charge him. It will be a dangerous bill for let you get immunity from all crimes. What if a former president look? Yeah, but look, if you remember, even at the time, and treason is a very high crime. Even at the time, when maybe they're gonna radio, I mean they make them very clear. Say every citizen deserves a presumption of innocence and for be treated with dignity. I say especially a former president, not an ordinary citizen. This is a high-ranking citizen, don't hold the highest office in the land. We treat her with the ultimate, especially me, right? So we camper public information, we camper ID engagement, we camper the states. But it was a serious crime by the laws of the country. And so I can go with you to the point say a former president deserves respect. But in order to exempt a former president from the laws, especially we camper criminal thing the way the law don't state say, oh, this now we don't call. But even when they try a former president, I think we will try for always is to do them in a way where you get regard for say, this is not just an ordinary citizen. This is still somebody we don't hold the highest office in the land. We deserve of a level of respect. But I don't agree with you say for say, like he shoot person, like he kill person, like he commit crimes of rape, like he commit crimes of treason. For just be say again blanket amnesty, I think that would be a dangerous thing.
Okay.
Especially we'll get boku young president then also they go for live long after they come on power. You know about everything that will happen after. But I agree with you. So for 3 to former presidents them, and I think President Bio always do that. He always seek for treats colleagues and with the respect and dignity with them.
Wow, that's a good one. The program now Ecko Morning Show. It's like somebody was in my mind, or probably he was really following the show. The first person say, ask him about EBK in Cam 1. And the other person say, how will the benefits of hosting this summit outweigh the expenditure? And another person say, why that hall is built outside Freetown might be a distance foreign dignitaries from the dilapidated situation of Freetown. And are these guys okay, not gonna read that one. Okay, Minister, the message is them boku, but since time down the between.
Okay, let's take the one we say why outside Freetown.
Yeah, yes, outside Freetown.
President Bio don't always get the conviction say before extend this city. And that free turn to salon. A lot of people the way they talk to, they say for letting cancel and then they ask a question, who each you go for going to that boat? We still want them, we still want them tourism money. So we still don't announce it, we make Lunge, which we call a gateway city, a hub. To do that, you need to do investment. We don't invest in solar energy, for example, 10 megawatts, which will be commissioned very soon, inshallah. I understand say the equipment they all don't come out, they're ready for set up. For let Lunge get light. Lunge, they can get international conference facility. They're almost done. A 4-star hotel, they're almost done. They get this the convention center. What thing they do for you? They open economy around it because people that do get for the work day, big people and they get for get top people there. So you get for move go Lunge because they use economy. What thing they mean? So people who did they get for want for the go club and net. Open top club day, open up again. Airline will be the country day. Then they go for sleep salon. Why? Because Lunge not get the facility where they want. Now Lunge they no go give no excuse again, and they move for there. So waiting president build, I think everybody will be pleased with that. For expand economic opportunity. And the person say, oh no, I didn't experience alone. No. All the ministers have been to money work out there. By the way, they don't expand Bintu Money. Bintu Money is a newer facilities. All the ministers. So this is not the opportunity to get one to experience the fullness of said. And the ambition again for tourism ultimate. For the people that need to sit down there, you say, but that country I go enjoy. Like take my family, like pay your money cap. Or we conference they be let all say, no, you know, it's in good sale, we had a good time. Let's go there again. When they come, something they did. So I want many people to be rest assured say, when they build they think of Salone as a statesman. Again, if I don't say, well, go do an decide how the country will come out. When I born, they will come out. Very nice place, eh? But you say no. Don't think of the country, don't think of the gateway to the country, don't develop Lunge. It always joke say, put local elected. In first one, he made put local. In second one, he made put local. In major investments, put local. Now, he keep the airports, they give a new airport, put local. He continue for investing there because he need do it for politics or the votes. He do it because he believe in this country and he believe in waiting for do for the country.
All right, Mr. Minister, plenty thank you. This is a yes or no question, please. Is it true that the plane then where they can now from the old airports, then get for transits and take off, or not from the new airport?
No, not from the old airport. Everything that happen at the new airport. The only thing for enter the airports, you will travel. The Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority don't make arrangements for instead of because of the conference facility and waiting for the happen boku na that new airport in entrance. We don't change the entrance through the old airport.
Okay.
So we go control and manage the traffic, we will make it smoother. But nobody no need for worry because we don't put in place clear steps. All what you need for do, for example, let's say you come on you drive, you go on your own, you go wait at the old airport in entrance. Bus then they stop. Bus will take you, transit you, take you through the designated route, or like enter into the airport. When the plane then come as well. When they come, the one that we not get no business for go on that side there, and they take them, then follow the signs, process them through the airport when they're done, and take them Boston there, and drive them through the old airport entrance. So then we make it easier for them go out. So it's just a clear steps and measures that we the Salone Civil Aviation Authority don't do, and one for tell them thank you. Very competent leadership that they think ahead of the call for this work as well.
All right, the program now Ecko Morning Show. Plenty thank you to the Minister of Information and Civic Education as Ikanaya for educates the public. Then one day we they pass and lie when I left. Salone big pass we all. Minister Kintoka. Now we love Salone regardless of waiting they happen. Sometimes now we put we egos there now and no say at the end of the day, the bigger picture now in a Salone. Now stay tuned as we get we next guest when Minkailu Payamba and Imran Silla, where they can talk about the OAU and the ECOWAS. Whether Salone be wrecked, like where Minister Binegi analysis, or Salone develop and the way forward we all as a nation. Wanna stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much-needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much-needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet.
Free money, no sonko sonko. 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 Free money, no sonko sonko.
All right, welcome back. The program now, Ecko Morning Show. I just don't be joined inside the studio by two distinguished individuals for this second segment. The first one, Minkailu Payamba, Koroma, we na member of the All People's Congress. We can here for discuss about this ECOWAS summit, and at the same time, we want for just oppose and from that of the OAU. Sierra Leoneans, they talk say OAU been wrecked the country, and that's now been under the All People's Congress party. Now the ECOWAS also they come. Sierra Leoneans they cry say the money where then they use Iboku, where we see the Minister of Information don't can do clarification. So on the side of another distinguished person, we na Imran Silla, an advisor to the president on public affairs. He can also for make a we discuss about the OAU and that of the ECOWAS, how then they go bring good things for Sierra Leone and the way forward. Let's start with Imran. Good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
A very good morning and plenty thank you for the opportunity, as always.
All right, Minkailu Payamba, good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Good morning, Elizabeth. I'm glad for there. I equally want to congratulate my brother Imran. I see a very new nomenclature now the Flyers. So congratulations, brother. Wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. You know, that is what politics is all about. So now we start with Payamba. we don't get OAU in 1980. A lot of Sierra Leoneans where they watch we now, they not be done born it.
No, including me.
I know, right?
1980.
1980.
Payamba not be done born it.
No.
Okay, so now we don't get ECOWAS where we all don't born and we they can't see. So Sierra Leoneans, then they cry say APC been wreck the country during that time. Based on that, a lot of developments take place where the bank governor being advised, they end up for Kilam, a lot of claims. Now you there. Do you believe Sierra Leone was wrecked during the APC OAU time?
Yes, maybe I will get a contrary opinion to that. I don't follow widely. I don't read a lot of history books. I know the claim, and it can be very interesting. Where you read a short history of Sierra Leone by Joedi Ali, he clearly established Dande. You read from then Professor Abdallah, then no write on Dande. You know, Rashid Ismail, when an African writer don't write on Dande. A lot of people don't write on that summit day. But what think it surprised me now that when it comes to current affairs, we get for do with the daily lives of the people, we get for do with the economic sustainability of the country, we always can try for bring come back, waiting be done pass. Several years ago, the OAU Summit, Organization of African Unity, now African Union, the turn away the older summit in Sierra Leone, and that year they didn't born me big brother, we call me bien. I mean, me not be done born it then 10 and day. So, but now history books to read them and what two people in the talk. I remember vividly when me mom maybe they talk, say they tell they make the cacao show during the summit, what they call OAU Naya, Organization of African Unity. So, we read an history book, could not say the criticism being boku. You know, people when are historians, they ever write say the money which Shaka Stevens spend is equivalent to almost government annual spending. Like waiting the country they spend per annum. Now that equivalent the Shaka Stevens. Now the claim that the history books them. However, some people they also been the project the goodies of say now that time they then construct Bintumani. We shall get the Bintumani International Conference Center. Now that time they then construct the OAU village. And then do a lot of other development there. Even electricity. Then they electrify the city. A lot of development then come. I get one, my political godfather, the Honorable Amara Adikali Kamara, now from Kamakwe. I be the engineer, an electrical engineer. I be the engineer, we then begin the contract for ensure say electrify the city. All the constructions, everything about electricity in Ambindwam is still there alive. It is Sweden. It can come and go. So one thing where they give me a rich background regarding the political history of Sierra Leone. And not just they read the books, but they see how people that we don't serve. During that time and they give me, historical analysis as to how the country been there. So then criticize, say, we be spend beaucoup money under Shaka Stevens, and then money then will not be for spend them. But again, the good thing is that it been boost with diplomatic profile. It be also contributes to the private sector for let the economy boom. For the private investors, because when they come, they get for aside the villas, they get other people the way they come. We know to direct government representatives. We not incumbent on the government for give their accommodation. So when they come, then they take accommodation for themselves. It's just like I try for go get one research, then there's I call a hotel bar more for book. And tell me say it is fully booked because of the ECOWAS summit. I not be able to get accommodation there. Then enough for tell you say they contribute now. Yeah, like how normal it been contribute. So a lot of things that be happen when are good, but the challenges we are many. Why make the reprimand the APC at that time? We been get a lot of other areas them for put money. Yeah, like the health sector. Then they consider the education sector. Boku things and they will then be say if we don't put money per or not put. And some of the accusation then they will then levy on the APC say we not do. Now make JS Momokam, he work on them. Firstly, he established the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. Yeah, all in the 1980s. He established the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, local Teachers College, and many other institutions as a way of addressing the criticism of the OAU summit. Where they say we get good things they will not been do, we don't can put money per OAU. So he addressed them. Now when you compare to this, we read political science and history, and understand the dynamics of governance, go just one for say, na a replica of wetin be happen in 1980. Wetin dey happen so now, na a replica of wetin be happen in 1980. Now, we dey in a very difficult situation as a country. I mean, wetin make Shaka Stephen bin call the Organization of Africa Unity Summit na because he was chairman. Just like our President Biona, chairman of ECOWAS Heads of State, Shaka Stephen was chairman. And so because na chairman, he believes say under his leadership as chairman, he for host this summit here. Against every other challenge, he say for host am. So now it happen with 3 back so now in Sierra Leone. Now, we get this OAU, this ECOWAS summit will for take place from the 12th to the 19th. Based on what me read, I am not part of government, but now that I read, say na info happen. I mean, before the summit they can take place, we don't get beaucoup debates. We don't get debates we get for do with the construction of the International Conference Center. We don't get a lot of contradiction in terms of whether they generate the money and whether they contribute the money for construct the International Conference Center. Firstly, law established a government said admitting $124 million. Nine them they use or nine they use for construct. So in the month of Ramadan, with the director of communications na State House, Mike Brewer, me and into been there na Slick Television, we say government not they spend a dime. Say government not they spend penny for the construction of the International Conference Center or any other components we get for do with this conference. Say government is spend nothing. I say no, government is spend. I challenge them. I say it's not possible for let government not spend. I say what about the land? Now then get them or now we they donate the land. I say that land, you know how much it go cost? Who said they construct the international? I say minus that a lot of other things the way government get for contribute. But in deny outrightly. Now, in contradiction to that, quite very recently, I be there we had online TV with Moses Mambu, when are the public relations officer for the SLPP. The state say that 124 million, they all na government na spender. He said na government spender. I don't know if you know they compare notes with the official government spokespersons because he's representing a political party. Say na government spender. Unfortunately for him, I received a text message where Orange Sierra Leone send. It give a statistics of the money. The government spend half, the company spend half. So you don't get 3 different statements. My brewer say government is spend nothing. Moses say na government spend all, na government generate them, and he pull them from the consolidated revenue fund. Taxpayers' money, me and you, the tax all they pay. Say na the government pull them. Then now, I think from the Ministry of Information, we then get breakdown. Now they Orange Sierra Leone can get them message, then they wouldn't send. Where he put the amount where government spend, he put the amount where the company spend. Now, the money we will spend, say, for host this AU summit, this ECOWAS summit, is $86 million. That $86 million day, and that $124 million day, we put them together, they give about $210 million. That $210 million, it don't do for address the immediate challenges now the health sector. It don't do for address the immediate challenges now the electricity sector. It don't do for address the immediate challenges now the agriculture sector. We are doing me research overnight and we calculate the amount of money they all need at the camp for these specific figures. It don't do for address them. But you know, because of the prestige, I mean, we want for let we profile regarding diplomacy and Lord show leadership, we decide say no law hoster. I believe say we are listening to President Biona at the town hall meeting not too long ago na McKinney. He make one statement where he say sometimes in day, he better let you take action than you not take at all. He say even if the action where they take, you not end up for be the right one or correct one, but it better for let you take than you should not take at all. I believe say before government they venture into this, then go don't calculate the challenges, they don't calculate everything before they do them. But if it not be me, na government, we get the opportunity for serve as ECOWAS chair. We get them. When Umar Yar'Adua was president of Nigeria, Ernest by Koroma was approached to serve as chairman of ECOWAS Head of States. It declined. It turned and down. It turned and down because we be in a very deplorable economic situation. It turned and down because we need Nigeria for even support we. They support we financially for upgrade with electricity. Then the day, Freetown was the darkest city. We've been poor in terms of electricity. Electricity generation is about now about 10 megawatts we meter. Before they left, we take out to 280 megawatts. We meet at 10 megawatts. So we need support from electricity. So Nigeria as big border na Africa, we beg them say no, we exchange this power with the Guinea, but we support you financially. So we'll turn them down. Now, again, aside this, I think the preparation also very poor. To a point that you see the demolition will take place. I watch na social media, the Honorable Abdul Kagbo, when I'm from Lunge, and the Honorable Ibrahim Aziz Bangura, who then call Honorable Kelly, they all 2 days na the sites where they demolish. I mean, the people then complain, say those sites were demolished, their houses were demolished without proper compensation. Then the back na a very serious challenge. I mean, government for don't get a long-term plan. The time when they plan for, when they begin build the International Conference Center, that was in the holy month of Ramadan, not too long ago. So the time when they can host that, it be very short. When we say proper preparation not been there, for let them give them people an ample notification for relocate, let government give them other land who they go build, because the land, when they demolish their houses and they bought those lands, then buy building material, construct their houses and some have lived there for decades. They say they don't want to learn no resident. Other houses then they near the Congress Center because president and get for can lodge day for security. Yes, government correct. For security reasons, who say they can't lodge head of states them, that the whole sub-region you get at them, no house not for the day because somebody can hide inside one parent house and they wreak havoc. Government correct for security reasons. But the thing is, therefore don't do proper planning for relocate them people and compensate them handsomely.
All right, Minkailu.
So that at least we go address the inadequacies.
All right, Minkailu.
A lot they for talk about. But
Yeah.
I think say you want pause me.
No, it's not about pausing.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose guard of what I want to ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
You make mention of it was a prestigious moment hosting the OAU.
Yes.
But then you end up for say Anes by Koroma decline hosting the summit.
Yeah, no,
Or
taking the leadership.
The leadership.
Yes.
So do you think, or you feel say President Julius Maada Bio don't decline this because you feel say the country they in a wreck position?
No, every government gets its own priority.
Okay.
One of the priorities that way President Bill put forward, he say he wants for clean the country image. He want build with prestige at the international stage. And so when you take decision as government, you get for them in line with your manifesto. However, if I also get your country at heart and know the challenges the way people let it go through, and then they shape your decision.
So you has he cleaned the image of the country?
Now, there are a lot of challenges insofar the image of the country concerned. I mean, we see the challenges. I think I don't want to delve into that. But I mean, when the time reach for a lot of talk about that, they talk about that. The amount of money and time we'll spend for cleaning the image of the country will not get the result. We don't get that result. Firstly, President Bill in only one term on international travels, he spent passwaiting and Escoma spent in 2 terms. Say to a point that the recent World Bank and IMF report, they advisory for cut down on international trip. For they say we for put money back now foreign reserve. We don't plunge a lot of things and they regarding that. But if I was President Bill, I would consider very seriously because it gets your implication. Although they say now ECOWAS money go use, but no country, they host a summit like this, they use their own cash. They take the leadership of a sub-regional organization where they use your own cash. You got to use your own cash. We need to know that very clearly.
All right, Imran, let me answer you. You don't hear waiting. You brother don't say, especially with the misfigure or maybe misstatement. According to Ram, he said Mike Bear was say something different that governments not they spend dime, and your PRO also come and talk say the government's now they spend all the money. So coming to the question what I want to ask. Is this ECOWAS a thing of repetition from that of OAU, who side the government is spend all in money and then the country wreck?
Well, first of all, thank you again for the opportunity. I just want to do some small clarification in terms of my job description. So, I'm the Director of Media and Outreach, but attached to the Presidential Advisor on Public Sector and Public Governance, when Dr. Emmanuel Gaima.
Okay.
But it is obviously under the Office of the President. So I just want to make that point today. In addition to that, they're also there as a member of, as I dare so right now, I'm also a member of the party and communications team. So when you mention Mambu, I think they are OM to the party and government for do some clarification. So which I will attempt for do now and for just combine all of which you don't say, right, and respond adequately. Before we the Kana studio, you can surely don't host the minister. And so a lot of things has been said and put rightly in terms of the vision of this government, these summits where they happen. and why we decide for Duam, the cost implications and all of them, that we take go bring to we. I'm sure the minister will allude to all of them. And so I will just zone in on some of them, and that's why I will see clarifications to some of the things that my brother don't say. Now, Law keep in mind that in the intro is say not be done born yet, so he read history. It is also likely that he read the wrong history in terms of some of the things that we don't say, because for who have been there, then 10 and day, we not need for look to history. We can better able for sit down. So I say sit down and talk about it then. So I say read the history then they even for also don't be fair, right, and appropriate and accurate for like talk to some of we, right? We leave them for low able for tell and say no, this history correct. This one not particularly accurate. This avoid this one also. Not read this history, but he has not done that, and so I think this is also another opportunity for learn another new set of history, right? As it relates to what be happening then and what happen now. Now let's go to the summit of himself. This ECOWAS summit will happen as against what be happening in 1980. In 1980, the estimated cost then now be about 200 million. The equivalent approximately today, in today's own value, is 801 million US dollars. So 200 million then in estimated value now in 2026 is 801 million US dollars. When approximately 20% of GDP financed directly from government resources back in 1980. So there are a lot of lessons I think say where we learn as a government from which happened in 1980 and which we want to do, right? And the aspirations of His Excellency the President in line with which I vision and aspiration for this country. Not forget to before now we don't say a lot of things about Lunge and Port Loko district. And within the vision in itself in terms of making sure, say, Port Loko district become like a new city, if you like. It is for those reasons that we will also get the PPP model for do the airport, right? We did it now, which is attracting passengers into Sierra Leone, and a lot of people they come now. If you look at the figures now from travel agencies, them where they come on a yearly basis, we see a progression. It is going up. So the fact that we choose Lunge for this summit was deliberate and on purpose. Yeah, that never continue for expand. Right, on the initial things, then they will be done do from the first time of His Excellency the President. And in keeping with the vision of making Lunge, Port Loko district, the new city. Now that make you see hotel, this conference center and all of them, and they are being constructed. And let's just go into the financial implications of that now. The estimated investment is 124 million US dollars. Back then in 1980, it was about 200 million US dollars. When in today's value, 801 million US dollars. Yeah. So there's no today's value in 124 million US dollars. Yeah, because it is 2026. Now, real value would you talk about? Number one. Number two, equivalent to approximately 30.5 million. If we be the Duam in 1980, so we would have spent 30.5 million US dollars, right, as of 1980 in value. Yeah, which is a lot less than 124 million US dollars in 1980 that was actually spent. When approximately 1.5% of GDP, primarily delivered through a PPP financing model. So it's clear, I mean, it right from making distinctions and this so that the public will understand, say, we have done a lot less, right, for hosting a summit, right, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, as compared to what happened in 1980, number one. Number two, we also know the benefits. I mean, as we talk, the meetings that would already start have been to Mani Conference Center. And we know a lot of people that don't come in from ECOWAS countries that were there. Number one, it means it's a boost to tourism, number one. Two, we know, say, hotels then busy now. In just that allude to the fact, say, maybe they call on site, Hotel Bamoy, no so? Yeah. Maybe they call on Hotel Bamoy, one let them get a reservation and tell them, say, oh no, the place is fully booked. So it is busy times for the tourist sector. Hotels across them places there in the capital city, Freetown, but then also in Port Loko district. It is busy, right? Fully booked. I mean, staff them the work and probably go to work overtime and get paid for doing overtime. More importantly, I want to go back to something with the Minister of Finance being talked some time back, and he been there allude to within Sierra Leone the gets right through the NRA in terms of revenue generation on a daily basis. That is because all things being equal, right, the business environment they produce down the right, able to generate then kind of income on a daily basis. I think it's about $2.5 million US, you can say, roughly, around the ballpark figure did. Now, with all of the activities that already happen over a week and a half, you can imagine it is no longer going to be that in terms of revenue generation, right? Because the more business you do, the more money you make, the more taxes you pay. And the more taxes you pay, invariably, it means the more money government gets, right, for spending on other things. So consolidated revenue could be in a happy place. I mean, over the next 10 to 12 days, because of all of the activities that are so really happy. So, no lost sight of that. Keep in mind also, for the one that way they do business on the side. So, I get an African culture thing that I can like for where. Those are the things you buy when you travel. Right? You want to bring back home and show, say, oh, I've been there at this country. For some of them, the way they come now, it's their very first time to come to Sierra Leone. Others may have come before, right? And get an opportunity for buy them thing and then take back now to their family and friends and say, oh, I had a good time in Sierra Leone. The ECOWAS media summit to be happening. I've been there and I don't want to bring come back for now, So I think all around, I think it is positive in terms of business for the economy, but then also for the image of the country, Sierra Leone. Let also add one other element to this conversation here, and that this is not the first time we've done the host similar events, them, all right, in a mini nature under this government since 2018. Very recently, the Minister of Labour, Mohamed Ramanswari, been bringing together Labour ministers from across the continent. They've been there for, I think, 4 days. And that was also another good event. So we've done the whole several events then. In November, there's the investment conference happening also, which is also part of the vision of His Excellency the President. The investment conference will talk about the economy, development across sectors then for ECOWAS countries, how they're able to inject more cash, how they're able to realign ECOWAS to internal visions then from nation states then across the region. So it is good time for this country. I think.
All right, Imran.
I feel say APC supposed to be part of them celebrations there, and as much as they want to be critical, because I mean, simply because it's about the image of this country, they are also part of government. Because the legislature is both APC and SLPP. Very recently, His Excellency the President made go Nigeria. I think he go with the minority leader. Am I right, sir? Then they all go, right? All in keeping with national peace, cohesion, making sure, say, APC as an opposition feels part of within they happen, yeah, and see themselves as part of them. So I think we have done our best as a government. His Excellency the President has surely led by example. We'll make sure so we'll bring the opposition on board.
All right.
Let us celebrate this moment. But then also understanding that this moment is different from 1980.
Let's look at the cry and the statements where your brother just made. The inconsistency. One person is saying it is fully covered. The other person is saying it is not covered. It's government act. And then now you did just oppose between the 1980 spending and current spending. How equivalent it could be. $81 million. And the minister just said, by virtue of plus or minus, it's less than $10,000. $100,000 where the country they spend. That is waiting insane. Is it that you guys all in the circle of the LCPP or the government do not compare notes?
Look, in the talk about which Mambu said, Mambu happens to be with PRO for the party, and me now also a member of that comms team there. So I get a lot of interaction with Mambu. After everyone interviewed them, so not necessarily even this one, I also get an opportunity for talk to them firsthand and understand the mindset, able for benefit from them. Assuming I have another interview to do, right, based on the issues. And then I will tell you, say...
And what did you learn from what he said?
And I will tell you, say, which had the scenario is no different from what Mambu had in his mind, right, in terms of which the issues they look like. It is surely no different from within Keke Thomas Sandy, the press secretary go say. Surely, any different from within Honorable Alpha Khan, the presidential spokesman, and surely the Minister for Information, Chernor, go say, right? I think so we're all on the same page. Forget about the way you nuance them, it can down to semantics and probably language and choice of words and all that thing and you will probably overread and read too much into them and probably they say, oh well, this conclusion even try for arrive at. No. We're all on the same page in terms of what the issues are, what those talking points should be, right? And surely within the happening in this particular situation. And I will tell you, say, on behalf of Mambu, right, I'm surely adding my voice to that of the press secretary because I can't say on behalf of him, right, instead getting your voice, right, and also from within the presidential spokesperson, Honorable Alpha Khan Don't Talk, Minister Chernor, just don't come on here. We are quite clear that their interventions for Get This Summit has been done on a PPP model, public-private partnership. And that is why it is strange to hear from anybody where they try to suggest, say, oh, wouldn't be happening in 1980, repeating self-so. Yeah, because we know that there are a lot of lessons learned. And he mentioned Joseph Saidu Momo when he be talking now. Let I just say this. I have not seen very many, and he has a lot of courage for do that there. And I don't see very many APC party people them where they reference Joseph Saidu Momo. Or anything.
Why? Is it because he said he failed?
He's not the proper reference point.
Is it because he said he failed the nation?
And many more. So you not only say he failed the nation, but we actually lived through a failed state during the 10 day. I'm sure it probably be done born by that 10 day, so you see some of them. So we see the prelude to Joseph Saidu Momo, and then we see Joseph Saidu Momo in real time. We know he was a monumental disaster to this country by every indication. So, and that is why APC people them always they avoid referencing Joseph Saidu Momo because not to that kind of person that you really want for the reference if you talk about your aspirations as a political party. And therefore, I think it is remarkably different in terms of what happened in 1980. We surely learn the lessons of 1980. We read the right set of history books then. Not to the one where Minkailu don't read now and say in getting your understanding from them books then. We read the right set of history. We lived through it. Every single one who is in a government now, surely His Excellency the President, the Vice President, lived through the moments in there and we learned the lessons in there. And that is why this is different. We have done the PPP model, organized this ECOWAS Media Summit, and it is something I think every Sierra Leonean will be proud of. And we will continue to engage the public. We have seen a lot of snippets from the Ministry of Information, where they out now on social media, right? From the press sector, the Honorable Alpha Khan, the presidential spokesperson, don't engage several times and will continue to do so over this period. And also then get to engagement, they have a town hall in Lunge, right? On the issues there for make sure, say, you bring stakeholders, them, paramount chiefs and all of those together so that they understand exactly what is happening at the district and how they could participate and get involved, right, in all of the events that where they happen. Not forget, say, their meetings there, we don't begin at being to manage for culminating to the heads of state meeting, right, at the final end where they bring in presidents them across ECOWAS, right, for come there and be part of that conversation there, and ultimately they would issue
all right,
communique.
Payamba, you don't hear waiting, you brother just don't say. Did you read the wrong history book?
You asked that to Dandy?
Yes.
I note all of the things that we say because I not be want to interrupt our way they talk. No, I not read the wrong history books. I not read the wrong history books because if you say I read the wrong history books, it means you don't call out professors like Joe Edi Ali, when are the current, I think, say chancellor now, Eastern Technical University. You don't call out Professor Ibrahim Abdallah them, Ismail Rashid them, Adekeyi Adebayon them. You don't call Paul Richards them out, and a host of other professors. We write them books then they. I don't believe I read the wrong books. I believe I read the right books. I mean, now facts say they accuse the APC government say will spend 200 million United States dollar. That ain't not a wrong thing. Now read, I not been did it. Now facts say during the OAU summit to construct Bintumani hotel with of international standard. Not a wrong history that they correct. Now fact say during OAU we construct OAU village. Not to lie down they correct. I not been there with them. So if you all done they wrong, it means the history books they were read they wrong. But if you done they then correct, it means the history books they were really correct. Again, the comparison when me brother they make, I take great exception to that. We need for no say the money where we be spent for construct. They are spending a total of $210 million because the minister say it might run up to $100,000.
The minister say 124.
24.
It's 124.
Right. No, for construct. No, wait till I say 210. The money where then construct the International Conference Center and the one that they use now for host this is 86.
It said 87. It was 87.
Yeah. So me read 86. Let's say plus minus 87 plus 124. We put that together. It give 211 self, not to 210.
No, it said not to 211. He said the total, everything.
No, but Elizabeth, yourself can check.
The total is 124.
He said the total
that is for
everything.
the construction. We need to understand this clearly.
Okay.
For the construction of the center,
He
even
said
before
87.
the hosting of the summit.
The construction of the center, he
Yes.
said 87.
No, it is 124, ma.
Okay.
124. Anybody can check her now. Even the one that when they watch this program can check her and say, na lie Minkailu the lie. $124 million. Then the money they spend now for hoster. For hoster, no more than $86 million. For hoster. Not only what we spend for construct the center. It's different. Now they construct this building. Where you don't get for buy furniture, they put this. And for construct no more, 124. But then for hoster, it's 86. Now the minister don't say 87. So those are two different figures put together.
No, well, I think it try for rounder or plus or 86
No.
plus something.
No, well, I am saying what is fact.
Okay.
Anybody can challenge me on that day. Right. But plus minus, we don't need for even begin argue on figures. They are there for public consumption. Ministry of Information, the call press conference, they explain them money then they all man no say even before the summit, they be don't talk say now 124 million for the construction of the center. You don't understand? And them money then they, I mean, I wonder if you know to loan and take from private banks themselves. You understand? We be say right now they're not going to put a loan because some of them loan and they wouldn't take. Now the tax on fear and they replenish some of them loan and they will need for no that. But come to think about it, this is just ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, which is just one region out of the 5 regions. Now, Lord can do the mathematics now. Yeah.
That we're part of.
Yeah. Now, yeah. I am coming. The Organization of Africa Union, of Africa Unity, OAU, now Africa Union, AU, now 5 regions. There is West Africa, there is East Africa, there is South Africa, there is North Africa, there is Central Africa. The point now that this one will spend 210 in total now for just one sub-region. But the one way Shaka Steve is spending for the entire Africa. We need for know that they will. Lord know that they clearly. Say not to, this is sub-regional is different from regional organization. We for know that the regional organization is different from some regional organization. Shaka Stephen was chairman of the Organization of Africa Unity. The whole of Africa was bought in Sierra Leone. Then bring down the whole of Africa, na Sierra Leone. North Africa, which I get Libya, you get Morocco, you get Algeria, you get Tunisia, Egypt, they all them bring them kind of here. You go South Africa, also you get in Namibia, South Africa as country, you get all them, you go, also you get East Africa, count everybody, well, all them bring them here. This now for just a sub-region. When a West African sub-region. So you need for no say the money, what you divide on now, 200 divided by 5. How much than they go give you? Now 20. 200 divided by 5. Now 20 go
in
give.
Today's value is 800.
No. Let me talk.
Not today's value.
But you have to be taking on now. Take today value. Okay. Then
201 million. OU.
Okay,
200.
Okay, Minkailu.
No, divide by 5.
Minkailu, let's go to the
40. Okay, 200 divided by 5, they give 40.
Okay.
Now, this now 210 million in the spend. So almost like equivalent of one Nandi. So you're not going to tell me this time for the whole one thing about the one the way they view this program, understand? No, Elizabeth.
Yeah, go
you
ahead.
cannot accuse the APC and start to make comparison for a whole region to a sub-region. Now that clarification, no more I make.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now
I not do it too.
Go ahead, sir.
Imran say a lot of things there. First of all, I want me brother know say I not read the wrong history books. Like conclude on that day because I'll be deeper. And I don't tell you say now 5 regions now make up now 5 sub-regions make up the region, but now one number they organized for. So the money for spending for but pass this way than they spend. We need for know that again. I say I not read the wrong history books because I don't fortunate for let people that way now, international examiners. You get professors and doctors where they mark your script, where they mark your thesis. If you use the wrong history book, you reference there, then they mark you low. But in all of the dissertation and thesis, we made all right. Now is secure in all of them. Is.
How is that relevant in this conversation?
It is relevant because I did not read the wrong history books.
Okay.
It is relevant because I did no.
Okay.
I just want to clarify, say, with all due respect to my brother and good friend.
You're taking this
say I not read.
now.
No, not personal. I'm just clarifying.
We don't get to understand.
So let us
proceed. No, let the go now begin to tell. Lizzie. Now follow no left the go now begin to tell boy MPSC results.
No. But I'm just telling you. I did not read the wrong history books. Now you need to know that. Because we read the wrong history books, you know they get grades.
Minkailu, okay, we settled that one.
Now it is not personal. I am just responding to you.
Okay, Minkailu,
the immediate money we need now, immediate for address this government, the flagship program of Nafisa alone. The previous one in 2018 to 2023 now be the free quality education. The immediate money we need now for address the immediate challenge at the agriculture sector is about 43 to 45 million dollars. I think so don't put that money there. Now we also owe electricity debt. The minister has said confess $100 million. 100 now owe. You don't understand? So we take 43 or 45 plus 100. You don't address the immediate challenge na the agriculture. You don't address the immediate challenge na the electricity sector. For now, rainy season, we're not supposed for the ration electricity, especially in the city. If we don't address the electricity challenge, a lot of challenges and they look education, where this government pride itself in, we still get challenges with subsidies, school subsidies. We still then not too long ago, teachers and say then get a lot of them colleagues there. We don't still there on the payroll. We get salary backlog. The one they say for they approve, they for pay backlog. We not still paid. We get nurses where they grumble.
Minkailu,
we get doctors and hospitals where they start.
Is this summit something where Sierra Leone for be proud of? Creating job opportunities, creating international standard, creating international people coming over for see we country, improving our culture, improving our tourists. Is this something Sierra Leoneans for be proud of?
Two things. Before I come to that day, I cannot be swayed. Yes, first of all, no, not for you to ask me, Imran. Allow Elizabeth to ask the question. She's the moderator.
Pretty straightforward.
No. I don't answer straightforward questions. The one who gets for do with he said they're always there on the same page. What I get for do today after here, I get for spend some time. Waiting Mike Biwa talk. Waiting Moses Mambu talk. And waiting the orange, the SMS who they send. They're waiting Imran on talk. 4 different statements. Well, Imran, in better, it's time for be professional. It's time for, be your brother's keeper.
Okay, Minkailu, let's
you don't
go
understand?
to the question.
No. I get for put them together for public consumption.
Okay.
Now, again, before I come to the question, Joseph Saidu Momo is saying not a good reference point. He admits he don't feel this country. What thing Joseph Saidu Momo do?
Did he attest sorry?
No. Well, me, I not see that video though. Now then, he talk and say admits he don't feel the country.
So you did not read that in the history?
No. I did not read that in any history books.
Okay.
Who say talk say he fail this country? Say me people there. I don't fail una.
So you understand what I said?
One thing where you for know, Joseph Saidu Momo come na power at least in 1985. Now he assumed political power in this country. Where just within the short period 1985 to 1991. You understand? Because in 1992, they overthrew him. Yeah, from 1985 to 1991. This same guy, now usher in the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, who they use state today. You understand? The existing law of the land, now Joseph Saidu Momo bringer. This Joseph Saidu Momo now construct with medical school, College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, who not been gets. This time construct with Management University.
Okay, Minkailu, can we just forget about
no. But he said the man failed. I owe on to Joseph Saidu Momo in blessed memory and to the APC party for clarify.
It is not me saying
he
failed.
No, but you say enough for reference. Not to but what did Joseph Saidu Momo do from 1985 to 1991? He passed 10 times what President Bio don't do.
All right, now my question is this ECOWAS summit? So they bring pride to the nation.
No, this ECOWAS summit. This ECOWAS summit. To be honest with you, it gets its own advantages and disadvantages.
What are some of the advantages?
Now, some of the advantages they elevate we globally in terms of diplomacy. That one, local economic boost. I don't talk am. It bring and come. This particular summit is good one.
You want for
again
for student
investment in attraction. Like what he say. We get for display cultural things, them, boku things, and they all they bring money to the people. It is correct. regional integration.
You
know, say now, Imran, allow me now. Allow me. I am an intellectual.
Yes,
I give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
Okay.
The integrity there at stake, even as I sit here.
Now I elect for your way to talk.
The integrity there at stake. If I just can't say I bash government, this summit not important, they bring no goodies to the country, it will be wrong for me to do so. It gets advantages the way I don't list. But again, it gets disadvantages them. We need for know that.
Okay.
One of the disadvantages are domestic neglect. Yeah, we get beaucoup sectors that will for inject them money then they into. But we decide for host this summit. I don't see the agriculture sector, the electricity, the health, a lot of sectors and they. We need money, we for don't inject this. So now domestic neglect then they. Now one of the disadvantages there, or the criticism there, where people then don't levy against this summit. Number two, now a questionable return. Waiting at the benefits, we'll forget out of the money. That 210 million, we me believe so don't spend. How we get forget them? Waiting at the return. Because you get forget what you call value for money. Where they invest, you get forget returns. You need for know that there. Government need for tell you say, all this money we don't spend. When a taxpayer money, this money we don't put, now this will get forget. Niccolo Machiavelli, they tell you say, even if it's possible for let you bring the tower down, bring them down as long as they're able to erect a skyscraper. So if government knows if you spend 210 million, they get 500 million, so fine. It is business.
Imran,
no, we not do it so. We not do it so.
Imran, we they get a skyscraper from this
Elizabeth, are they passed? Okay, well, ask her.
No, they come back to you. We they get a skyscraper. Now timing at the look at the set time.
Okay.
We they get a skyscraper from this activity where your governments they bring up.
Skyscrapers in.
Are we getting a benefit, value for money?
Oh, absolutely.
What's in some of the value for money where the country?
I mean, I'm happy that my brother don't mention some of the good things that we would expect during this period in terms of business investment, the economy, more revenue to the Consolidated Revenue Fund, and therefore it means government will get more money for spend on other social services. That also notes down because the talk say their money there so what would they spend, no matter how much would they spend, could best be spent on other sectors. I mean across
domestic neglect.
Yeah, across government. Now, let's just note, because I mentioned agriculture particularly, that it's not my report, not so government generate this report. WFP very recently pull a report now the way then they say 70% self-sufficiency. Also, this now the very institution we've been talked about hunger and all that thing and there, and Minkailu them be happy for they do as much mileage on their previous reports than they, but not this one. So that's the reference point, WFP the report. It's not only coming from me and from government. If you listen to Andrew Lavalley, some of the interviews that we done of recent, it also alludes to the one and day. And these are things we have talked about at the Ministry of Information and Press Conference, but in other platforms also. So then they should say, will they do the right investment at the right places? And this not to take anything away from government in commitments there to providing social services and social amenities for the people of this country, making things better. Government will continue for do that. This will at the end around the 18th and 19th also. At the end, and we return back to normalcy in terms of
make claims
the country and the issues that will also focus on even as we do the activities there. Yeah, you want to ask a question.
Minkailu make claims say the OAU was different because it involved a whole continent. Unlike this, not just one segment or one sector where they spend this hell of money. So, if you can just oppose that too, do you think the value for this ECOWAS what they do now and the value for that of OAU, which one supersede or which one outweigh the benefits more?
So I mean, it's quite clear. I don't read to you, and this is nothing the way we don't make public, right? In terms of ECOWAS Media Summit 2026, hosted by Sierra Leone, where freedom lives. Then frequently asked questions. Them. This is not 06 of them. I mean, I will send them to you after this program. Well, quite clearly don't tell you the cost in 1980. It was $200 million that was spent. I mean, the equivalent today now $801 million, approximately 20% of GDP financed directly from government resources back then in 1980. 100%, every single penny that was spent come off from government resources. This one estimated value is $124 million, equivalent to approximately $30.5 million US dollars. I mean, assuming this was 1980. approximately 1.5, so not to 20% of GDP, 1.5% of GDP, primarily delivered through a PPP financing model. That also make one important point. You know, back then, make always describe them period and day where we live through. I mean, Minkailu Midena Road now, then member for CAB. You know, where we live through. I can describe them period and day as being the dark days. What do I mean by that? There are no procurement procedures and all of them in day as we see now in the 21st century Sierra Leone. So there are a lot more checks and balances as we do now than what they happened in 1980. You're not going to regard the moments in there as being thorough as it look like now in 2026. So we get to go through a lot of procurement procedures. You get forget the right requirement. You get for go NPP, seek them, then waivers, then there, whatever the case may be, for able for procure things and do the things that were necessary for this media summit. And so I think there's a lot of difference, which I don't want to get into in this conversation with my brother. Now, I go on a tire base nice now. I can sit down from 10 to 10, by the way. Okay, don't talk to man can talk in there now, then they try for talking there now way just for the strength for gear and explanation. We can call on Dragman point. You know, I don't have to get into a Dragman point with Minkailu, then get in conversations that way not particularly relevant. It is struggle for explain this here. I hope you understand. So we'll go for allowance.
Okay, so the OAU then being advised the country for letting a host. In this ECOWAS, was there any advisor to the president?
That certainly not. Certainly not.
They look at the economic benefits.
Certainly not.
Is it just a yes? They feel like say because.
Certainly not.
Okay.
Look.
And why? Why was there no advice?
We clearly, His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, clearly think through this. This has been in the works for a very long time. In keeping with the President's vision for Take Sierra Leone Global, making sure so we said it competes, right, with other nations then. Now this international space, we have done a lot over time. And as I say, we don't get smaller events then, big events then, but smaller compared to this media summit. Very recently, I mentioned with Mohamed Rahman Soare, the Minister of Labour, bringing Labour ministers across the continent into Sierra Leone for get a conference, and I'm there for about 3-4 days. We get other one them through the Minister of Tourism, and other one them we don't happen now. So this is our opportunity, and you know, waiting they make other countries them we feel attracted to them even in the continent is because when they say African Union the meets, right? Every other nation at the continent, they buy plane ticket for go Addis Ababa, no so, or go for AU summit, no so, and when every other person did it, you imagine what they look like for them in terms of the economy, in terms of business, employment, blah blah, and all of it, because they get for recruit more staff, right? When they host them and yearly summit them, na the African Union, na Ethiopia, and we want to also be competing now. Salon, not to alter now for the jump na plane, so we go on events na Burkina Faso. We go on events na Ivory Coast. Then get something na Senegal. Now we they go. But let us see if they come now, you know.
Structurally or infrastructurally, waiting salon.
That is how
waiting salon get for benefits besides that conference center.
That is how rich, right? President Julius Maada Bio don't make this country. I mean, in terms of image, right? Attracting big players them across the globe. So not only in the continent, not only in the sub-region, big players there across the globe for CAM. Bintumani don't host other programs than before on investment, on energy and agriculture. And also, Dr. Kande Kolayum Kela and the job where President Askam for do. We've had several events consistently. So this is just a culmination of all of the president's ambition and drive for make sure say here becomes a hub. How that we forget the meetings and then now forget them conferences then now forget them. They're big players and then now they cancel. Not to win no more for the goal. So when they come, they understand where Sierra Leone is on the map, right? In the sub-region, not the continent, not the globe. And we get conversations them with them big players them. I mean across the world. It's easy for them to understand which is Sierra Leone in position on many things. And tell you say, look, I hope sincerely that the next government, which is surely going to be an SLPP government, by the way, let me make this point, that the next government go deep in, right? Some of them legacies there, President Julius Maada Bio, right, good on left way. It's an enviable position. Never have we in the history of this country found we self in a position where the globe is attracted to Sierra Leone for one reason or the other. They're coming out to this place for conferences, for meetings, and all of them. and they find the place enjoyable and want to come. The Budapest Rally, with the hoster now on a yearly basis, I think twice a year, once every year at least. It is all for make Sierra Leone marketable.
Okay,
that's
Imran,
the ultimate vision,
before I go to Minkailu, infrastructurally, waiting besides the conference, where the center na Lunge, waiting else Salunge for benefit from this ECOWAS summit. Any other structures or things and where they in place, roads like where Minkailu been say?
So what you can say, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Before the set of conversations there, we've been just to talk about the airport. Yeah? And we'll be ultimately know which the president's vision for Lunge and Port Loko district for make the a new city. We've been talking about several components to them. Yeah, making sure say get a conference center, making sure say get a 5-star hotel. We get the one way actually they manage, right, in the day, right, which was owned by the airport, now in the manager now, right, so that's a private investment. Then we get the conference center now. We're talking about probably another new hotel also, and all of them in a day. So that is how you begin for set the stage for make Lunge the kind of a place where you want them to be. So ultimately, I'll tell you within the dream and the vision of this government, surely of His Excellency the President, is to get to a point where we'll get Lunge to a place where when I talk about conferences now, the sub-region, people want to come to Sierra Leone and the necessary infrastructures in it. And hence the reason we not go back to the experience of 1980. We use the PPP model because we have come to realize over time in 21st century economic developments of Sierra Leone and of nation states across the globe, there's enough history for read Bodandi. Not to the history, the one where Minkailu, the read, this is not the correct set of histories and now they talk about. It's only when you have a public-private partnership model, yeah, that is when you can talk about sustainability, you can talk about efficiency, you can talk about delivery of services, you can talk about continuity and many more. So in all of them projects, they already happen so Lunge now. That is why we're talking about the PPP model, because we want time for outlive the presidency of His Excellency, Brigadier Julius Madabro. We want time for outlive the presidency of the next president and the next president and the next president. Now, only in a PPP model, you're able to ensure, right, and guarantee that you can ensure continuity, that you can ensure sustainability, that you can ensure efficiency, right? In one word, in all of those situations.
All right.
And so that's the hope for Lunge, ultimately.
All right.
Ultimately.
Minkailu, you don't hear me waiting your brother don't say. I want to let you give you reactions to it, and I'll ask you one big question before we shut the program.
Okay, thank you very much. Imran say Minkailu they struggle for explain this thing. I think they are there on top of this.
No, the 1980 version.
Yeah, I think they are there on top of the history of this country.
Okay.
And I understand what they explain. But you don't say some things they will disagree with, and the figures the way they out for public consumption also say the contrary to some of the things that we say. One get for do with the percentage we give, say 70+% of people are now food self-sufficient, according to
that's public information, not generated by us.
Now that is incorrect. It is inaccurate.
What do you say?
Now, Larry, according to WFP Sierra Leone country brief, WFP Sierra Leone country brief, according to World Food Program WFP assessment, approximately 22% to 23% of the population in Sierra Leone are food self-sufficient. Say 22 to 23%. It go further for say this implies that an overwhelming 77 to 78% of the Sierra Leoneans are considered food insecure. So, now come on to WFP. Now, there was a certain World Bank report which say 78% of the household in Sierra Leone food insecure. It said 13% of the household severely food insecure. So, World Bank says 78. WFP says 78. I mean, then they on the same page. So, not to the one that I think that they mistake the figure for the one that way not self-sufficient. Because the one that way food insecure now 78. And the one that way food secured, with food self-sufficient now 23 to 24%. So let me correct that first before they proceed. According to WFP Sierra Leone country brief, anybody can check that now and read them up. If not true at the talk or if not allowed to say. Now, it say one thing about the summit only for no, my sister. We get 16 countries there now the sub-region, 16. Now the West African sub-region, now around 10 head of states then get for attend the summit, around 10. Not to everybody they come. Some, they be don't boycott. They say don't know the ECOWAS again. We see the money where President Bio use for going to them countries and they. Sometimes the president can go and announce. They go to Burkina Faso, they go to Conakry, they go to other countries and for try for rally behind all for let them come. And then they call regional integration. But for all landy, around 10, don't confirm say they get for attend the summit. So that kind of money that they say back all they spend, not to all the countries get for be represented. We need to know that they very clearly.
So you talk about boycotts. Why are they boycotting?
No, them be boycott, not to President Bio, them boycott. Okay. Them boycott the ECOWAS.
Okay.
Then say, say some of them are true military interregnum. Then seize power, where then come to the advisors say, no, Lord go through democracy. They say, we need to listen to ourselves. If I know they for ECOWAS business again. So not to President Bio, them boycott. So then do away President Bio, not be take the chairmanship self it. But when President Bio take the chairmanship, he try for rally behind them. Then again, Imran mentioned very important thing we are very interested in when are the public-private partnership. Now, for most of the sectors, we can get challenges. Government can decide for partner with the private sector. Government, they own some of them. Private sector, they get some of them. Government on the left are entirely at the private sector. And when this International Congress Center and construction begin, they say a public-private partnership. So waiting at the contradiction now where government, they admit through the way they handle government, talk business, say 100% of that money in our government. So what's that the private-public partnership now? I they tell you this. Moses Mambu, where they elect as a public relation officer for the SLPP, make that statement there. It don't make them, I think they put them for let the public understand. So what is a public-private partnership, yeah? The public and governments, they sit down, now then to get the establishment. Government, some certain the government can say, we'll not take some shares, we'll get some shares. Okay, we're not responsible for electricity generation. We're responsible for electricity distribution. You understand? Waiting a government percentage, they go to government, cover something on your own. That's so they do public-private partnership. Not to one person, they put money there.
Minkailu, lastly, if the APC comes to power now, is it possible?
Again. He say, then they form the next government. I want to say this now, authoritatively. This is not a prediction. It is a fact. We are forming the next government of the Republic of Sierra Leone. It is non-negotiable. So we need for know that day. It will be daydreaming for SLPP for things say that they form the next government. Now, the APC will be forming the next government.
If APC could come to power now, is it possible when I go host the OAU again?
OAU? I'll go host the OAU for Ghana Power again.
Is it possible?
Now, everything possible, but it depends on what's in our priority areas. Every government...
We're going to prioritize OAU again?
No, we go prioritize the well-being of the people. We go prioritize agriculture, education, the health sector, energy. We go live by the social contract. The manifesto they present to the people. We're not going to put this say on our electoral, we can host OAU or ECOWAS. We go say on our electoral, we go address agriculture. Hunger in the country, economic stagnation, the health sector, electricity. We go address all of that in that we go tell the people them. Not so for campaign so then say we go.
All right, Imran, lastly, what do you want to round up with? As time don't really beat we now.
Imran, we don't conclude. Now you give me the bite.
Yeah, no, you get for round up. You say get for round up. You have a round up statement. Yeah. Yes, Imran.
Thank you.
In 1 minute, please.
So in 2025, Sierra Leone crop production survey published by the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security on the 26th of June 2026. Sierra Leone produced 1,441.015 metric tons of paddy rice in 2025, a 4.21% increase over 2024, as the country's rice self-sufficiency rose to 73%. This is not the data I talked about just now, the refute, right? So, law getter now, correct?
No,
showing steady progress. So when I talk about
you say the country rice self-sufficiency.
But that was the point I was making.
No. You say the people way
all right, full self-sufficiency. Let me get 1 minute. In 1 minute, they don't.
Now, I they forgive. I say they restate.
I they restate a lot. Right?
So I should be rephrased.
So I know mistake pan the data.
Okay, all right.
73% rice self-sufficiency, showing steady progress with the feed salon program. The survey was conducted by the Planning and Evaluation Monitoring and Statistics Division Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and Statistics Sierra Leone in June 2026. So just so get and clear, yeah. So when I reference WFP, right, that's what the data there, 9 themselves they carry. I hope you understand. So I've been very correct. Just also end on this note. I mean on a personal note. Because this is the first time now I don't come after I begin work now at State House.
Okay.
And I have to show gratitude to His Excellency the President. I've always been grateful to him. And I've always been committed to his project from start to finish. So I'm grateful to him again for this opportunity. But in the process, I also mentioned the Chief Minister. Yeah, I mean, you have to give him his flowers. Yeah, he has also been very instrumental throughout the process to get me to this point, and I'll be internally indebted to him. Yeah, for contribution and effort. So thank you, Mr. President. I'm grateful for this opportunity. This is a project, right? We're there on, right, till to the final end, till the dying members of the presidency, right, and we'll continue for look to in leadership, right, in terms of within the happen. So when I say SLPP will succeed himself, it's because I'm looking forward to the leadership of His Excellency the President. Yeah, that His Excellency the President would make the right moves and lead in that direction there, and in non-negotiable. Well, I think every political party is supposed to be able to negotiate with the people of this country. Okay. So when they say their own victory is non-negotiable, I wonder how. Because we get her in we mind and in we brain say we don't always negotiate with the people of this country because ultimately they give that contract for serve them in government and for produce a president. And so we think we'll go for continue for negotiate with the people of this country.
All right, thank you very much.
If
government had the opportunity to host OAU and ECOWAS again, will they be?
Look, we have always been very responsible as a government, and that is why we don't move away from the mistakes of 1980, and we don't devise a new pathway forward in terms of using the PPP model, making sure to get private investors then for come and be part of the process and part of the project. And I think that would be the right thing for this. So if we get another opportunity again, we'll have the investment conference coming up, I think in October, November of this year. I think we'll get for adopt the same approach, right, for Duam, and it is going to be successful. So let's Leoneans celebrate their moments there, including my brother, right, and let's look forward to a very successful media summit of ECOWAS.
Minkailu,
yes,
your roundup statement, and then I will ask you one last question.
Yes, I'm not going to go back to the figures. I think it should not be a back and forth thing.
Sure.
If Imran may make a mistake, he don't clarify to the point. I want continue for congratulate him. He don't show gratitude to the one the way, things say for serve, me believe say for serve. Because as a brother, we have interacted a lot. I don't say get the capacity. When I think say for serve, in a more befitting capacity than this. But he also don't communicate, say it's the new recruit of the radical inclusion movement, because they mentioned the chief minister. I think Moses Mamu is Ibema, Imran is radical inclusion. That is my own understanding.
Okay, I think, okay.
I am President Bill.
Okay.
Me not the no side, right? Me on loyalty and commitment.
We'll find time to come and talk about one different.
In 10 seconds, it's very important. In 10 seconds, my loyalty.
I give from the time.
My loyalty from August of 2018 has always been to President Bill.
Okay.
And up until the president left office, would always be to President Bill.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. Finally, one thing before you ask the question. Are they say non-negotiable?
Okay.
I have stated it repeatedly and on countless occasions. Where I say non-negotiable, not me say with the usurp power, using the barrel or the gun. That is not what I meant. Where I say non-negotiable, we go make sure say we open like mountain fat food. We dey monitor every process when I electoral process, commencing with the census. We dey participate fully, no boycott. We dey monitor everything we get for doing the electoral process, and we dey make sure say nobody no rig election. Now, when it comes to engaging the people, what that time they reach, we dey engage them. We dey give them manifesto. We dey campaign from Kailaon to the least village, na Kenema, from Pujon to Bond to Moyamba. No sign no they will not go this time for campaign and win souls for vote for we.
Finally, have you received your invitation for the ECOWAS conference, the APC?
Now, as an individual, the APC is part of government. We get people where they represent at the ECOWAS parliament. Eventually, APC will be there. Again, as an opposition party, government is incumbent upon her, if they host now this country, for invite the leadership of the APC. I have not seen the invitation, but I believe say government. I mean, it's just too natural. Say them go invite the leadership.
Invite.
No, for me as an individual, no, I have not yet received an invitation.
Do you wish to have one?
But if I not get function for go perform for the day, if I don't have a role to play. Well, it is possible because I get some of my friends there within the sub-region. There was a period I go study Kofi Annan. I meet with a lot of people then from the police, the military, different side.
I don't want to remark you.
No. These are colleague students. They are colleague students.
All right.
Then get for camp the summit. Some of them don't call me, say, Minkailu, we get for dinner in country. And we go need for low interact and low hangout. Yes. Some of them don't call me really.
All right, the program now, Ecko Morning Show, plenty, thank you. So we studio guests then, we really appreciate then, a lot of text messages then come, some very beautiful, some they cry the country down, and others, they really ask deep-rooted questions. It has been a great opportunity for these two gentlemen. It was a civil one though. There was no hectic confrontation, we just make fun. Imran say, Minkailu read the wrong book, and Minkailu said he pointed out to those historians. Well, so the producer of this program, plenty, thank you, the studio engineer and the camera man behind the show. So all of you who listen and be part of this conversation, it was a nice show. I enjoyed myself and I enjoyed you all coming over. Thank you all. Your name now Elizabeth Kefegembe. Una tata. As tomorrow we bring council una nasit, and also we go also bring council una somebody we will not expect. Una stay tuned.
Not to would that you like. Now would that sabi dey walk. Bongoli say. No envy would that they do the work where you know sabi. Now for G chance to pose in way sabi. When you land there work, he go come back to you. Now advice for patience, humility, and real leadership. I know to that you let go.